Hello you lovely awakening beings and spiritual souls. It's Jo Rose of jorose.com, numerologist and energy healer. In this video I want to share with you personal year 2 for 2019. But just before I do, let's recap what energy the universe is working on. How do we do this? We add together all the digits of the current year for this year 2019. So we add together 2 plus 0 plus 1 plus 9 equals 12. 1 plus 2 equals 3. So the energy that we're about to ride, or we're currently riding on, is the 3 energy. So what does that mean? It's about self-expression, the joy of being. It's highly emotional, very creative. It's about inspiration, inspiring. It's very artistic, and you'll be called upon using your creativity to solution solve along with your emotions to grow. So let's move on to how we calculate the personal year. To do this, we would take the day and month of birth and add it to the current year. For this example, I'm using 9th of August. So 9 is already reduced down to a single digit, so we have 9. August is the 8th month, so 8, and we've worked out that 2019 is a 3. So we now add together 9 plus 8 plus 3 equals 20. 2 plus 0 is 2. I have left below how to calculate this, and I do this at the beginning of all the videos. For you that's in a personal year 2, let's take a look at what you've got in store for you for 2019. So unlike last year, and unlike the flow of this current universal year, you are taking a slower approach. Now you may feel like when you're walking along a road and everybody's bumping into you because you're a bit slow, just find yourself a better path to walk so that you can become more observant, more patient, and more gentle in this year with yourself and with everybody else. So it's going to be a slower year. It's asking you to call upon patience. It's also requesting you be diplomatic. Look how you can be a supporter, support others. You want to create harmony, cooperation. There will be times where you may have to compromise. You'll feel sensitive. You need to be sensitive to other people. The year is really all about emotions, and for the personal year 2, you're going to feel this really strongly, your own and that of others. Become understanding to yourself and to others. I mentioned earlier that it's going to feel like everything's coming fast towards you. This year you've got to learn to go around obstacles and not break through them. It's not a mountain that you've got to crash down. It's a new route, a meandering route that you need for 2019. What do I want to say? Oh, yes. You're vulnerable this year because you're being true to yourself, and with the emotional 3 energy coming through, I want to say guard, especially at the first half to 2/3 of the year, guard against your ideas. Be careful who you share them with, because many people want to be seen and want to take a lot of credit this year, and I don't want you to miss out on what's rightfully yours. So just guard what you share with people. Keep your friends close and your enemies even closer, as they say. This is really a year where you want to know what's going on. Read and research your feelings. If spirituality or being more consciously aware or awakened is new for you, then research your feelings. Whether you do that internally with yourself, whether you read books on love, relationships, feelings, emotions, they're all valuable books for you to read this year. I recommend endless relationship books, so if you've got a challenge, pop a comment below and I probably can recommend a book that's well worth you picking up and spending time with, for yourself, for your partner, for your colleagues, however your relationship challenges are coming through. It's a year of spiritual advancement, and that will come because you will be reflecting and mirroring what people are delivering to you. As a soul, we're whole and complete, but we've come down in a human form to learn splintered parts of ourselves. So relationships, they bring great insight to us. And like I said with the emotions, don't judge them as good or bad, judge them as equal. This will be the same with people. Sometimes people will bring you something, they will lift you up. Other times they may knock you down. Whatever it is they do, it's irrelevant of that action. It's how you feel, how you take that on board, and how you move forward. If it's like people are pushing you away, ask yourself, I feel pushed away. Do I need to be pushed away? Because am I holding on to relationships that are no longer serving me? Or is it telling me to step up, stand up for myself, speak out, and be more assertive? The two energy can be very codependent, cannot always take responsibility or think for themselves. And when we think about business, it's more like a fast out there, one energy, aggressive energy. And the two energy is not that. The two energy is often seen as the support behind the throne. Just because it's a support energy doesn't mean that you don't need to be seen and heard. You do. So I want to say, just step into what feels right for you and gradually expand yourself through the year through observing the relationships. It's a great year to find true friends, those that really are your allies. It's also a year that some people can discover their soulmate. And understand, please, soulmates are not necessarily your intimate connection. They can be family, they can be friends, same sex, different sex. Look for those that really understand you, those that really empower you and allow you to speak up. The two is a little bit timid, and in this year of speaking up and speaking out, get yourself a support team around you so that you can do that. It's a year of relationships for you. Romance, if romance is on the cards, not everybody wants to be in a relationship. And even if you do want to be in a relationship, I want to say the biggest relationship you should be working on is the one with yourself. Become your best friend. Treat yourself as if you are a supreme god or goddess in your own body. How would you treat your best friend? Treat yourself this way. If you're in a relationship, the one thing I say to people, when you say to somebody, I love you, do you realise you actually disempower them? So change how you interact and share with them, I love us. By loving us, we're in alignment. We've got a support system going forward, going up, stepping back, but we're together and we're supporting the system. So look at loving us. I say this to my children and they go, because we've never said it the whole way through, oh mum, that seems stupid. And I say, only if you don't want to connect to us. It's about teamwork. The two energy is about partnership, collaboration, coming together and really supporting. There's no better way to support a relationship than loving us. Same as if you're in a business or in work. You know, when you love what you do, somehow what you do supports you and you support what you do. A year of support, a year of connection, a year of mirroring and reflecting on relationships. Let's move on to a month by month outlook of what you've got in store for 2019. So January, we have a 3 energy. So although it's more of a subdued slow, we've started the year off quite energetic. We've still got some energy from last year, but I'm going to say as the month goes on, it's going to wane. This month was a month to clear your chest. What is it that you need to get off your chest? Express yourself. People will treat you the way you show up. And often people are showing up in a way to fit in as opposed to stand out. The 3 energy that the universe has got is all about standing out, shining, being bigger, bolder, brighter and better. And that's what you need to be looking at. Look how you're expressing yourself, and also, because the 2 is very sensitive, look how other people are expressing themselves. Be the observer. You're feeling optimistic and enthusiastic, and you see the world with idealism. You believe the world can be a better place. And I totally agree with you. It can, when we all come together and work in that same direction. At the moment, we're still living under fear because of the media and how we connect with everybody. There's so much fear going on across the globe with borders and boundaries, Brexit, the walls. The world can be a better place, and this year you will want to move things towards that being the case. Let's move on to February and the 4 energy. So the 4 energy is, after your upbeat and more enthusiastic, your more playful start to the year, now all of a sudden we're bowing down. We've got work to do, a lot of work to do, and we want to get it out of the way. So it's feeling like work, 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 head down. Your management skills will be tested. So make sure that in your negotiations that you've got all your facts together, that all the details are to hand, and that you're grounded. The 4 energy is about grounding yourself. So spend some time in nature, especially before an important meeting. Take time out so that you can know exactly what you're going in for. You're being forced to be assertive. I mentioned that earlier. The 2, while it steps back and be a supporter, is also a very great manager because it understands people. The 2 energy is really a people person. It observes, it motivates, it elevates. It sees the gifts in people. When you are with people, be tactful, listen, and be diplomatic. Everything you say will impact others and yourself. You're vulnerable. Maybe find a way that you can wear a shield that allows you to not take everybody else's emotions on at work or at home. Let's move on to March and the 5 energy. Is going to be hectic. You need to be flexible. It's a great month for promotion or promoting your business or your ideas. You'll need to think on your feet, walk your talk, push forward what it is. If you've got a website and you've got events coming up, just get out there. Public speaking. It's a great month for public speaking. Network, connect, whether it be socially or business. You want to build relationships this year. If you've got a business or you want to excel in your career, sometimes you don't have to go down the let's look for an advert. It could be connecting with people and they know just what you need and put you in touch with other people. So network is really important. It's also a great month to explore and travel, whether it be for business or pleasure. If there's an opportunity that comes up to allow you to travel, or you're looking to book a holiday, this is a great month for you. It'll be a more adventurous holiday, so maybe it's an experience that you want to incorporate in your rest and repair holiday. Watch your finances. Don't overspend. Don't stretch yourself. Buy what lights you up but doesn't put you into debt. April, 6 energy. The 6 energy has me think of relationships, family, home, community. You, in this month, if you're in relationships, it could be highly romantic, very intimate, very connected. And If your relationship's on a rocky road, it could feel unstable, disconnected. Look throughout this year at your relationships. Do you want to bring them together? Is it happily ever after, or has it served its time? Not everything lasts forever. You know, we go out, we buy food, we put it in the fridge, we eat it, it's gone. I'm not saying relationships are like food, but we need to look at how we treat things. We collect relationships and we feel like we've got to hold on to them together. And that's not just relationships romantically. Perhaps your children are ready to leave home. Perhaps work colleagues or friends want to move away. Give them your blessing. Let them go. Observe relationships. Are they draining you? Can you see relationships draining colleagues or family? Watch your children, monitor them. Perhaps any of these relationships, you need to be a mediator or ears to listen. We get so busy in this fast-paced world. Where are our children? Are we spending time connecting with them? Take time out, really listen, really connect, sit down. And I know I mentioned books earlier, but I'm going to mention a book right now. It's The 5 Love Languages. What if you knew what your partner and your children's love language is? Go and get yourself a copy. I thoroughly recommend it. My children know theirs. I know theirs. They know mine. And by interacting with their love language, we can build stronger relationships. What with all the relationships and feeling like a counsellor and a mediator this month, also work is going to be busy. You've got a lot to do. Again, I'm mentioning promotion because this is a people year and it's about relationship building. There is many times throughout this year that you can change your job, get promoted, anything that excels what you're doing. Just be careful that you don't take on too much responsibility. The 6 can, why don't I be getting promotion? Are you taking on work? Are they using you or your labour for 2 people and only paying you 1? Look at how that can be renegotiated. Maybe somebody else does need to come on board, a junior, a part-time person, or at least step up and get the credit and the salary for what it is that you're doing. Let's move on to May. May is a 7 energy and you're going to feel very sensitive. Your intuition's going to be high. It's a month of self-discovery. Time out. You may find yourself retreat back, go somewhere spiritual, meditate, journal. We're reflecting, we're going inside, we're feeling very introspective. Our entertainment this month will be more couple connect, 3 maximum, any more as a crowd. Crowds may bother you. I mentioned earlier about walking along the busy street and people just barging into you. This is the time where maybe take time out this time round. Go on a spiritual retreat. Go away for some time where you can just rest and recharge and it's not as busy as your daily life would be. It's a month for deep discussions. Share how you feel. Listen to how others are feeling. Open up. People are so afraid of being hurt. They don't want to be vulnerable, but we can't really feel this deep connection in relationships unless we're honest with ourselves and honest with the other person. It's time to evaluate your relationships. Like I say, use them and reflect. Are they suggesting that perhaps it's a time that you might start letting go of some relationships? All you want to do is surround yourself with people that empower you. If people keep bringing you down, if people think your ideas are ludicrous, they don't compliment you or give you strength, step back and look at whether these relationships are serving you. They may not leave this month. Probably they could disappear around about July. Those that are meant to disappear, that is. Yeah, Yes, it's a month of really going in, reflecting. Who am I? Why am I here? And throughout the year, we've been using relationships to understand this. Let's move on to June and the 8 energy. Again, 8 is the business number, it's the money number, it's reward, recognition. There could be promotion. Speak up. A raise. Speak up. Are you entitled to a raise? I mentioned last month you could be doing 2 people's jobs. Is it a raise you want? Is it promotion you want? Is it support that you want? It's time to speak up. Rewards and recognition. It's a month to receive them, but it's also a month to give them. Those around you, are you raising them up? Are you allowing them to see their genius? When they look good, when they do something great, especially your children. In school, everything's about the grade and failing. Let them know how they're shining. Let them see their strengths and guide them. Guide them to what they love and what they enjoy. Ask them, instead of asking them how was school today, ask them, what did you love about today? Or even when somebody arrives at your home and they're so stressed with the traffic, just ask them, but what have you loved about today? What have you loved about coming here? And before long, people so focus on the what do they love, they let go of what they don't. And it allows them to open up, because the energy that comes, the passion that comes with sharing what lights us up is greater than what pulls us down. There could be tricky situations. I've mentioned that people could take credit for your work. So watch for these tricky situations, and you're being forced to step up and own what's rightfully yours. It could be a month that you're challenged by authority, perhaps a speeding ticket. Your passport may need to be renewed. The government, you might need to sort something out with your tax, your accountant, a lawyer. Just know that this is a good month to deal with these authoritative issues. Let's move on to July and the 9 energy. So this is about tying up loose ends, whether it be work, projects, something in the home, DIY, relationships. I keep talking about relationships, and it's back to relationships again. Is there some relationships that you need to release? I've mentioned this a number of times so far, and I really want you to clear out those that are holding you back. The 2 energy somehow gets trapped in a codependency. Codependency is not good. The reason why I say love us, it stops the codependency. Yes, you're together and you're in alignment moving forward, but you're not dependent on one another. The reason why I say love us is if one person passes away, there's such devastation because there's no one there telling you that they love you. Now, when you say I love us, each time you say you love them, you're also loving yourself at the same time. So I'm challenging you, if you've got any codependent relationships, sit down, sort them out. Don't be aggressive. You need compassion. You need to understand. But sometimes we need to be cruel to be kind, and we might need to release them or have them release a behaviour that's causing conflict in your relationship. Let go of everything that's not working. Your energy can be up and down. Your mood can be up and down. Your emotions up and down. It's a 3-year. With all of these things, the 3 is very resourceful and creative. So whatever you're coming along, call on the 3 energy. The time out you had in May, and this month is a quieter month being a 9, is step back, know who you are and what you want. It's a cleansing and healing. The 9 is like the caterpillar to the butterfly. It's a transition period. If we want new things to come in, we have to let old things out. I talked about the fridge. You know, we can't put more food in the fridge if we don't take the food out of the fridge. And that's the same with your wardrobe. If you've got too many clothes, let's get rid of some. 9 is about releasing, letting go. 9 is about conclusion. If you've got projects, whether it be writing a book, creating a website, just anything that you can bring to an end. Contracts. If there's a contract that needs completing, then sign it. Let's get it out of the way, because next month, August, it's rebirth, exciting times. It feels new, it feels fresh. We're going to sow seeds, many relationship seeds. It's a great month to attract relationships, but also for projects. Where's your business going? Where's your career going? What have you got going on at home? Do you want to start a new hobby? Look at what new things. Oh, it's like when you go out and you buy a new outfit. You always feel great when you first wear it. You're excited to wear it. That's the same with things in life. The reason we let go of so many things in July for August is because we want all these new things to come in. But you're very optimistic. Just be careful. It's not a time to take risks. I don't want you to take risks. Remember, the year is slow. It's not a risk-taking year. Take some risks next year, but not this year. Let's move on to September. Now, September gives us a double whammy of the year's energy. So you're in a personal year 2 and you've got a personal month 2. You're very perceptive. The way you see things over the year, because of the spiritual, the insight, intuition that's come along, because you've been working with your emotions and the reflectors of relationships, you're seeing things with new, fresh eyes. You're sensitive, you feel energy. If you walk in a room, you can sense what's happened. You're intuitive. Allow Source to connect, to communicate with you. Trust your intuition. Get out of your head. Get into your emotions, get into your feelings, let them guide you. Why is it when we break up with someone it feels so raw? I tell you, because we're in the moment. And the more in the moment we can be, the more we get to understand. Because making a decision is best made from how we are in the moment. Yes, back it up with some due diligence before you make the final decision, but check how you feel now. Get out of your head. What's gone in our head is our own experience, and we could relive that experience again and be different. But if we don't, and we keep playing it, we're stopping us. It could be other people's experience. It could be education. What was it that I've read? Oh, this is a very interesting thing. I read yesterday that the zodiacs that we follow currently are out of date. They're out of alignment. Now, they've been out of alignment for 3,000 years. What do we trust? We were told that sugar was good for us and fat was bad for us. But now it's the other way round. The best way to know anything is to go inside. How does that food reflect in your body? How does that relationship reflect in your body? How does that emotion reflect in your body? Trust yourself. When you can trust yourself, when you love yourself, you're going to attract people that treat you the same way. Because the people we attract is how we treat ourselves. Where was I? You may find yourself daydreaming or having really interesting dreams. They probably inspire you. They're directing you. Take note. Many people ask me, oh, Jo, I keep seeing these numbers. And the numbers mean something. What was it you were thinking before you saw the numbers? What was it you were thinking about before you had that dream? And if you keep seeing the same thing, at least, 3 times, if it comes 3 times, it's a definite. Take action on it. Get out there, follow it. You pick up on vibes. It's a very emotional year. Just be careful that you're not carrying other people's energy. I said to you, protect yourself. There are spiritual guides where you can wrap yourself in a purple cloak or a white bubble of light. Just know that, ask yourself, when you're feeling like, well, why did I suddenly feel down? I was feeling really vibrant not long ago. What happened? Who passed you? We pick up energy. Just like we pick up a cold, we pick up energy. Just bear that in mind. Let's move on to October. October always gives us a taster of the following year. So you will now be moving into the 3 energy. So October's a 3 energy for you. And that brings you into the energy of the universe for 2019. Take some time off. Have fun, have a holiday, socialise, laugh, find some sunshine, recharge your battery. You know, it's been a kind of like a slow year, and depending where you were, it may have been overly sensitive and emotional. Just lighten up. That's it. Lighten up this month. Be creative. Do some crafts. Do some hobbies. In your business, if you can be creative. In your life. In your home. In your interior design. Just get creative in things. Use your imagination. Think like a child. Play. You know, we don't play as adults. Why do we not play? Get friends round, play games. Go to a comedy, go to a show. Just get out there and do things that really light you up, that you love and that you enjoy. I mentioned earlier in the year, be careful who you share your ideas with. This is a good month to share your ideas. You've learned a lot about relationships. You should know who you can trust now, who's loyal to you and who you're loyal to. You've probably had time to sit with some of these ideas. Get out there and share them. It could bring you promotion. It could bring you recognition. It could grow your business. It could bring you relationships. It could set up something new. So just share your ideas. It's a month to express yourself and inspire. As I've said before, what really brings people to you is when you are doing what you totally love. And when you do what you totally love, you vibrate, you shine bigger, bolder, brighter and better. So just get out there and inspire. Let's move on to November and a 4 energy. So we've had a bit of fun, a bit of time off, back to work. I want to say, remember the details. Next year is going to be a little bit more scattered and chaotic. So I want your foundations, your security in place in your relationships, in your business, in your home world. Get everything in order. Watch your health, working hard. The 4 energy can bring fatigue and illness. You're more susceptible. So make sure that you're eating well, you're exercising well and you're sleeping well. Don't cut any corners this month. The 4 is not a get rich quick number. It's step by step by step. Gradual process and watch it all come together. When it's a bit too much, get yourself out in nature, in your lunch break, before work, after work, of a weekend. Go to a lake, go to the beach, walk through the forest, get up in a mountain. Fresh air is great. Put it in your schedule. Get it into your life. It will be a great way to explore 2020. Last month is December and we're going to end it on a 5 energy. So party, 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 socialise. The small crowds, maybe you want bigger crowds now. You're looking forward to perhaps the office party, Christmas gatherings. You're feeling restless. Maybe you want to actually go away this month. Go away for Christmas. Have you been thinking about skiing or Lapland or somewhere hot on a cruise? This is the month. Get out there and enjoy it. And if you've got a partner, just get away. It could even be a time for, I don't know, a wedding abroad. Yeah. This is a year that perhaps you realise you are with your soulmate and it is an intimate partner and you want to make it permanent. Or you want to say thank you for standing by me throughout this year where I've been kind of on a roller coaster of mood swings. Explore, be adventurous. You want change. This has been a year of building relationships. You've stepped back. Next year, you're going to step forward. I hope you found this of great value and that you're ready for 2019. Not everybody in a personal year 2 will receive the same things at the same time because it depends on our life path, our heart's desire, our expression, our personality. And most people show up as their personality number because the personality number is how people see them and they want to fit in. Stop fitting in because next year you're going to want to stand out. If you've liked this video, please like, please subscribe, please share. Ring my bell to have notifications. I would love to talk to you further about your numerology. So if you're interested in a consultation, again, get in touch. I'd love to share with you more of what you've got lined up, or how you personally interact with the energy of the year ahead. Remember, it's your life. LYFE. Love yourself first every day. Have an amazing year. Build those relationships. Invite me to the wedding if you meet your soulmate, or you followed this and it's brought you into a relationship. Stay connected, and I'll see you in my next video. Thank you for watching. It's Jo Rose of jorose.com.